Hey guys, welcome back to the next part of my Shadow Man Remastered playthrough. This episode we're going to go to the Playrooms, and first we need to warp to the Path of Shadows, and I'm just going to walk my way to the Soul Gate to get into the Playrooms. I'm actually looking forward to playing this level. Some people don't like it, I guess it's a bit hit and miss with some people because I'm not sure if it's like they just have bad memories of playing this when they were a kid because it's kind of a creepy level, or if like people just find it difficult or something like that, because I know it can be a little bit confusing. I've spent a little bit of time just playing around in here, and I think I've got a pretty decent way of an understanding of the level, and yeah, I'll explain I guess why the level's confusing while we play. But yeah, it's some people just don't like this level. I'm not exactly sure what the reason is, but I think it's a pretty cool level. There's a really one of the parts of the level is really stuck in my memory. Just one of the playrooms, I guess you could call it. I just always remember it. And yeah, let's go ahead and open. This is the Soul Gate. Let's open up now. We've got a soul level of 5, and in the playrooms we're going to actually pick up, I'm going to first of all get a key item for the Eclipser. We need 3 of these to become human in daytime, or sorry, to become Shadow Man in daytime, I should say. This soul gate here actually leads to the Temple of Prophecy, and in there we get the another tattoo.
What further horrors shall I find within this terrible place, where in a time before these catastrophic events, I would have willingly accepted pallid imitations of such horrors. I now have come so far, my sensibilities lie benumbed by all I see. I do not embrace this horror, but rather stand immobile beneath its self-indulgent gaze. Confusion reigns, and I fear the god within the machine is no longer there.
Okay, so the first thing we need to do is actually get our way in here, and we would have to jump from this platform over here, but the only way to get there is through swimming in under it. But yeah, like I was saying, the Temple of Prophecy, which is just right outside here, you need to be like a soul level 6 to get in there, and that will give us the second tattoo, which is, I think it's called the Marcher, and that will allow us to actually walk on fire, and I'm really looking forward to getting that one because there's so many things I want to be able to do, so many like walk on fire bits that I want to see in the game. One of them actually is in this level. It's like how we get last, I think, probably to Govy or Dark Souls. But also I want to actually go back to the scrapyard, the salvage yard, and explore that a little bit more, because as I left it, I kind of left it at the bit where you need to be able to walk on fire, so I'm keen to go back into that level and see what I'm missing out. And let's see, so the first thing we need to do is open up the key. Open up a little valve or like hatch down here. But yeah, Kevin Longtime actually commented on my previous video, and he said that when I was talking about the animation, the crusher animation, how it didn't work, and he said it is actually something that he kicks himself whenever he sees people walking up and trying to press that little button, and it is actually going to be patched back into the game. It was I guess he just didn't get time to finish it off for this current release, but it's something that's going to be added back in a patch, and it's something I said to him was like, isn't it ironic that the cut content actually has cut content? So yeah, time constraints are a problem now, just as they were back then in 1999 whenever this game was first released. But the good thing is now we can just patch this stuff back in, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. And then as well as that, probably when the console version comes out of this game, all of these little things that didn't get added in the initial release build will slowly get added back in the game. So I'll probably go back there. I'll go back there once I get the Marcher gland, but I'll also go back there whenever we get whenever it gets patched and gets fixed. Let's just see what's down here. So this doorway actually leads us back to where we were. It's kind of like opening up a shortcut. So this is just where we were a little minute ago, just to save us going through and swimming in under the level and stuff. I'm going to raise up the these floodgate type things, and that's going to reveal another like pipe to swim through. There's a lot of swimming through pipes in this level, and a lot of kind of hidden things in the game too. You'll want to be like you'll want to have the point at this point, because as we go in here there's going to be 8 Dark Souls I'm going to get, and if you don't have the point you're going to miss out on about 3 of them. So if you don't have that, that's the ability to climb Bloodfalls, and if you don't have that, go through my previous videos and there'll be an episode pretty much where I collect that, so it's pretty easy to get. So let's do some swimming. They've actually updated the swimming mechanics since I first played the first build I played, and now it's just basically like just push forward and then the mouse basically controls everything. I found it a little bit hard to use at first because I was so used to using the spacebar to like propel yourself, but now that I'm used to it, I'm actually finding it really easy. And this level here you use the swimming quite a lot, so I've gotten to grips with it, and I actually quite like it because it's just the same as walking. Because like when you're using WASD as I am, W is walk, so you know, walk and swims now just W, so it's kind of just like almost like the same in water as out of water, because you're just using W to go forward. So same principle. I'm going to kill some of these guys because there is a lot of enemies at this part, and this level the enemies do get quite difficult. I think it's just because there's a lot of them, and then there's the surgeon guys that have the what's the weapon called? I think it's the Violator. Yeah, it's pretty devastating as a weapon, and later on we'll have to fight like 2 or 3 of them at a time. So yeah. See if there's maybe there's nothing. Is there anything worth getting in here? Oh yeah, just some. Well, it's just like a preview to see that later on we're going to go into that level, or that. It's just kind of teasing you that there's a Govie in there. Okay, so like I said, there's going to be 8. I'm not exactly sure what the best order in which to get these are, but by the end of the video we will get 8 of 10 in this level. I think the other 2 probably we need the walk on fire ability. Okay, watch these chainsaw guys. Chainsaw guys take such a beating, they're just like bullet sponges basically. And they're fairly devastating if they get close enough as well. Okay, so let's see. I think this is the bit where people could get confused, so let me go down in here and activate the shortcut, I guess you call it, the warp. There's the warp now. So at this point you'd be forgiven in thinking that to progress you go forward here as we just unlocked the warp, but in reality like this level here branches off to like most of the places we need to go, but we have to actually come back on ourselves and go back up here, and it gives us like we'll be above that little tunnel that we're in. That little tunnel basically just unlocks the warp point, and we can backtrack through it later, but don't go forward at that point because you're kind of wasting your time. Let's see, so we're on a bridge now, and there's 2 ways of going. Over there is I think a couple of Govie, and then in there's a Govie, and then finally down in the water is like the main bit. Let's see if there's something forward here. I'm sure there's something up here as well. Let's see, I can't really remember exactly. It is a little bit confusing. Oh yeah, so over here we need to unlock a shortcut. So you could, oh, I just shot one of the Govie. There's one of the surgeons with the violators, and these guns are really devastating. kill him. So there's like, if I try and walk across, or like use the rope to get across there, what'll happen is there's a hook. You can just about see it there, and that hook, if I touch it, it'll make me fall. So we need to move that hook. Let's just see what's down here in case there's something. Okay, so this is an actually key item over here. So I do need to go and get it, and I might as well just get it when I'm here. It's going to be the Retractor, which of course we need to access the traces, and that'll give us access to go and fight the five serial killers in the game. So let's just go ahead and we'll go and pick up that, because it is a pretty key item, so make sure you don't miss it. Alright, let's get this.
Hey, now that could be useful.
And so now I've got two more, because I already used one to get into the salvage yard. There's probably some stuff down here. Okay. And you may have just about seen it, but I actually fought a new enemy earlier. Like there he is there. So it's like a weird dog man. He's like half man, half dog, in a gimp mask, like a weird blue leather mask. So they're not actually like a hard enemy, which is strange why you fight them now. But like one charged shot will take them out. In fact, they're pretty good for just getting health off because they're so easy to kill. Let's see, let's go probably this way. We'll get the souls either side first. And I think, let's see, this one's kind of hidden. I think there's possibly two this way, so if we go in here and then work our way back here, it's kind of hard to see this little door. Yeah, there's two Govi, I think. No, there's just one actually. And like there's a lot of these surgeons with the violator guns. There's three of these surgeons, so oh no, there's more. There's actually five. We can't get into that room just yet, and I can't even remember what the trigger is to get in there. Maybe that's something that comes later. Lots of these little dogmen guys, but again, charge up your gun and they're usually pretty easy to kill. Let's get this Govi. Or Dark Souls, should I say. And then there's one more on the far side, so we'll go and get that while we're here. Not actually too sure how to unlock that door down there, I guess. I think probably we get in that one once we pick up the Marcher tattoo and we can walk through fire. And that brings us to like a vent that'll lead into that room, and then we can unlock the door probably, but I haven't been able to get that one yet. Okay, so we're going to go and jump into this pipe. And again, you'll be forgiven for thinking that this is just a dead end that doesn't lead anywhere. But this is where we actually need the pawing, and we can climb this kind of hard to see, like thin strip of blood. So it's just a blood fall, and we now have these like gauntlets that allows us to climb this. So I think this leads to just one more Govi. If possible, try and take out some of the enemies over here before we jump over, because there's like a couple enemies this side that'll shoot us as well. Damn, there's one over there. I'm not doing too good at dodging these shots. Oh, I'm getting like hit by every single shot. It's so hard to kill them. Okay, that's them dead. So the ones on the far side we have to deal with now, but like we'll not kill them until we get over there. But there's two on the far side, and we will get them at the end of this playthrough. I think it's involved with bloodfall as well, so, but it just happens later on in the game. So finally, the last thing to do in this area, the last place we can access really, is pretty well hidden actually, and it's by shooting this thing here, and then that gives us access to this another pipe. And just have to avoid these blades. There is a part coming up where, let's see, no, this is different. Oh yeah, so this doesn't matter whether you go left or right here because they both lead to the same place. Game's just trying to trick you into thinking there's more content there than there actually is, but that's just a loop. Which both bring you back here. I think, let's see. Oh, I need to open that vent, so we need to go over here first. Ah, I can't believe I got killed by him.
Shit.
No, right, I'll have to make my way back. Yeah, the Violator gun's like really powerful. We do get that later on, and it is actually in this level, but we're not going to be able to get it just yet, but it takes off so much of your health, and that was just one guy shooting at me, so you can imagine if we had like 3 of those guys all shooting at you at once, it's very, very devastating. And later on we do get just that, there's like 3 of those guys in this one area, so yeah, you just need to make sure you have some health, try not to lose too much health in these things. Let's see, just go up straight away. Okay, there's him taken out. Let's see if I can remember. I think there's another dogman about here. Yeah, I think this is, so this is where we get, yeah, there's the other bloodfall, and this will take us to that room with like the 3 other surgeons, and that's where we'll get the other 2 Dark Souls. And again, I would recommend like not just charging in because you get surrounded and then that Violator gun just takes you out, so if possible just kind of try and stay back and take them out 1 or 2 at a time. Oh my, I'm nearly dead already. Oh wow. Ah, no way. Oh my goodness, it's so hard to kill these guys. Alright, I'm just going to cut to being back at that place so you're not going to watch me go back there every time. Alright, let's try that again. I think you see my point now. This part is actually fairly difficult. There's no easy way of doing it, and the gun is so deadly. Okay, I'm just going to jump in. One down, and the other one down. Okay, so two Dark Souls to get on this side, so well worth doing this, but just obviously make sure you have the poing because you can't climb the bloodfalls otherwise. And I just ranked up to level 6, so I already have the ability to actually go into the, let's see how many Dark Souls I've got. I've only got 3 in this level so far in the Playrooms. So there's actually this one, so that's 4, and then there's going to be 4 more. But right now I could go to the Temple of the Prophecy and get the Marcher Glad, which I would really look forward to getting, but let's finish off this level first and get the other 4 Govey. I don't think there's any other really key items, it's mostly just unlocking shortcuts and stuff, so that it's easier to get back to some of these places. But I think that's maybe why some people, maybe this level puts people off, because they maybe feel like there's no like real closure with it. It's kind of just Like it doesn't feel like there's any real ending or anything. There's just like you just basically explore the level and pick up Dark Souls. So maybe that's also what put people off. They maybe just never got a sense that they ever completed the level. Whereas other levels kind of feel like they come to a conclusion, like they look back on themselves or something like that. But this level doesn't really have that sense of completion to it. It's just like you just kind of get the Dark Souls that you can, and then you don't really know what to do next. So like basically, but the next thing to do is just to warp out of the level and go and do something else. Did I go in here? I don't know if I've actually been into this tunnel just yet. I think I opened up this. Let's see where this leads to. Should probably go in here first just in case there's something missing over here. Let's see where this leads to. Oh, this leads back. Yeah, okay, never mind. That's the loop. That's like the bit I was telling you, like where it doesn't matter what way you go, it loops back and it loops into the same room. So, okay, we've completed everything so far. Climb up here. Let's see. Good getting over here. Maybe some Shadow.
Got it.
4 more Dark Souls to get. So let's see. There's nothing in those rooms worth getting, but this is where you sort of see the first of the playrooms. This is like what the level's named after. So playrooms, what the game really means is like these are like essentially torture rooms. I think that's the idea. Like this is where they take souls to be like tortured or played with, and the way things named. Just gonna open up this valve, but I can't. Whoa, this guy's hitting me. I can't actually go into that valve just yet until I raise the water level, so I'm gonna go and do that up here. Kill this guy. Now that I've got like a level 6 shadow gun as well, it's going to make it a little bit easier to kill these guys too, because you can charge it up just that little bit more.
Got it.
This is a big help.
Got it.
And what would be an even bigger help is if I actually had more health as well, so I need to keep collecting the Shadow. What's up here first? Oh yeah, so this will actually raise or lower the water over here, which actually makes it easier, or gives me the ability to climb up the pipe here where I've opened up the valve, or the hatch I should say, but also over here I can climb up this one because I can now stand on the ground here. I think it's pretty cool as well that the texture, and because the water levels drop down, you can kind of see the texture's a little bit redder, as if like it's been stained by the blood of the water. Let's see what's in here. Bound to be a Dark Soul lurking about here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, here's the actual playrooms now. Get some health off these guys at least.
Got it.
So we actually get a cheat in this part as well. So these are all like kind of torture rooms, like all different types of torture have gone on in these rooms. This one's it says on the floor, analyze this, so it's like must be someone with
Got it.
like psychological problems or whatever, so they're kind of like being psychoanalyzed with the sofa, and then I don't really know what the rams mean, but some sort of psychological torture has gone on in that room, I guess. Someone's been tied to this chair, I guess, and then somehow like looks like Shadow have been extracted from them, however that process works. There's a room on the far side that actually gives us a cheat. I think it's maybe this one. No, this is like a pool table, whatever that means. Let's see, which I think one of these ones where you walk in and it gives you a cheat. It's possibly this one. I'll bet it's not. Yeah, it must be this one. Yeah, it's like all money lined all over the wall. So I guess this room's like greed or something.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, what's that cheat called? Secrets. Invisible Man. I don't want to turn on the cheats just yet in case like it breaks something in the game, I'm not sure. And then this final room down here is the one that like really always stuck in my head. It's just so out of place in Shadow Man, but it's weird because whenever I think of, oh yeah, there's a cheat or like a secret here as well if you push this block. Just some barrels and some cadeau. But yeah, it just really feels out of place and always stuck in my head, this room. Kind of reminds me of something from like MDK. There's a game called MDK, like Murder, Death, Killer. There's always like really weird colors and stuff in the game, but at the same time it's a very dark game. But yeah, I don't know, like I kind of always thought that maybe this was like, because we were looking for your little brother Mikey, like, or not Mikey, Luke. I always thought that maybe that was like his room or something, like that's where they were keeping Luke, like holding him prisoner. So yeah, so over here is where I shot that Dark Soul earlier, and then this is the hook. So what we can do is, if we move this hook, that kind of opens up a shortcut now if we ever need to get back to this area. Is there a Dark Soul over here? I think there probably is. Yeah. Okay, I can get this one too. This is interesting actually because it's where in the experimentation rooms we had a layout similar to this where they were sort of showing the extraction of the or you know, putting the Govia into the true forms. So it's interesting that we see it in this level as well. Like I wonder if, because it wasn't the experimentation rooms were removed, like did they add it back into this room just to, so that they reuse some of the assets from doing that. Let's see, I haven't been in this room. Don't think I have anyway. Let's see where this leads to. Oops. Oh yeah, this is actually just a little lever that opens up the cage of one of the true forms which are down there. Those are like the army that Legion's trying to sort of unleash on the world, and they're trying to put the Govia inside, so they're probably the hardest enemies to kill that Legion has. And I'm not actually sure how to access that, but it's open now anyway. There's one more Dark Soul we need to get. No, two more. Okay, let's go and see if we can find them. We need to go back the way we came. Actually trying to think of where those two are, but I know there's one more area we haven't actually went into yet. Or is there two? I can't remember. Let's see. Yeah, oh yeah, so I need to go into the valve, like the valve I opened, or the, what would it be called, a better word for it, the kind of gate I opened. I need to go in there, and then also there's like an opening below that. So let's see, yeah, down there. So let's first try the thing that I opened, and then secondly we have to swim down in there because we haven't been down there yet. And that should probably be the final two Govia. Assuming one's up in here. Oh, I don't like the look of that. Let's go down, let's swim down this way first. Because I'm worried if I drop down there then it's going to be a little bit awkward to get back to here. So let's see what's down here first. There's not a very linear level, like there's... Oh, it just comes back to here, never mind. Okay, so we do have to go down there then. It's not that linear of a level, especially if you're first playthrough, like it's very easy to get lost, and parts of the level loop back on themselves, and it's kind of hard to know how to get back to previous bits. Okay, so I'm really hoping that there's 2 Govi over here, because I definitely got 8 Govi on one of my playthroughs of this level, so I'm going to try and replicate that at least. Let's see what's down here. Swim to the far side. Oops. Now is a good time. I don't think I've actually mentioned it too much, but the music's really eerie in this level. Like, you just hear like baby rattles and babies crying and weird noises being made by people in general. So I think that's probably what put a lot of people off as well. Alright, so here's one more. This is like another shortcut. And another experimentation on one of the tree forms. And you can just shoot the tree forms as well, which I thought was pretty interesting. I didn't actually know that you could do that in the experimentation rooms. Right, so this shortcut's pretty handy actually, probably for coming back later, because once we get the keys to open up these little things, we can get the Violator, which is a really good gun. So let's see, I'm going to open up this shortcut. Oh no, what's going to bring this guy in probably. Let's just run away from him. We don't need to go out there or do anything there just yet anyway. But I assume up here must lead to the final Govi. Nothing in there worth getting, it's just some dogmen. Oh nice, there's the last Govi I need. There is one other place that there's one other place that you can walk on fire in this level. We haven't actually came to it yet, but like I said, I can't do that just yet. So there's no point in me going there, but let's just get this last Govi. Let me just check. Yeah, 7, so this is number 8. And this is really all we can do in this level at this point. We've got our Retractor. What else did we get? We got a cheat and we got 8 Govi, so now we have enough to actually get into the Temple of Prophecy. So I think probably the best thing to do is leave it for here, because I know the Temple of Prophecy is quite a long level. So what I'm going to do is just going to run and head to the outside of the Temple of Prophecy, which is actually just outside the Playrooms, but there's no easy way of getting out of the Playrooms once you're in it, really. You have to like walk the whole way back, I think. So I'm just going to walk down here, and then I'll just probably save it outside the Soul Gate for the Temple of Prophecy, because like I said at the start of the video, I'm really keen to get that Marcher tattoo so I can walk on fire, because it's just going to be like, you're going to die a lot less if you can walk on fire and stuff as well. But it just opens up so much possibilities for where we can do, where we can go and what we can do. And there's a few things I really want to do once I get that. So we'll leave it here for this video, and in the next video we'll go and get that tattoo. I believe it's a tricky enough temple, and most of the temples do take a little bit of time, so the next video will pretty much all be about that Temple of Prophecy. So the gate is just right down here, and now we are level 6, so we can get in there. So I'm going to save it right here, and I will leave the video for now, and I'll see you in the next video. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and see you next time.